Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a flip through for you today of a coloring book that I have had for a while now. This is actually my very first adult coloring book that I ever purchased. It is the Dover coloring book, Great Scenes from Horror Stories, illustrated by John Green. I know there's a glare over here on my desk from my additional light because it's getting dark outside, but that shouldn't affect the flip through at all. So yeah, this was my very first adult coloring book. Keith and I were at a used bookstore. This was probably back in 2015, I think. Maybe 2014. 2015, I think, early. Like in the summertime, maybe. And we were at one of his favorite used bookstores, and they had a cardboard box sitting near the register, and I was wandering around and I started looking through it, and it was like all these Dover adult coloring books, and I had no idea that they even existed or that they were a thing. So of course I saw this one and I had to buy it. And then I did color in it. But yeah, it's a really neat book, and I thought this is the perfect time of year to do a flip through of it. So here is the back of it. And a gruesome gallery of scenes from classic tales of terror, from the terrifying headless horseman of the legend of Sleepy Hollow to Frankenstein's ghastly monster. This coloring book depicts characters and episodes from more than 24 well-known thrillers. Featured vignettes include dramatic moments from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Dracula, as well as stories by Poe, Lovecraft, Dickens, Kipling, and other masters of suspense. So, yeah, I just thought this was really, really cool. I think I just got a text that I just ordered something from Kohl's to pick it up in the store, and it pierced. I bet you that's what that is, and it's ready. So flip through the first page, and here it just has some information about the coloring book. I hope it's not dark. Like I said, it's getting dark outside, but I think you guys should be able to see pretty good. Let me maybe bring my light down a little bit further. I don't know. Well, that'll probably be alright. So yeah, the copyright on that is 2012. Let's see. And it is double-sided. So this is, like all the Dover books are. So here we have a page from An Occurrence at Owl Creek Bridge by Ambrose Bierce. I have not read that. And also this one is from Moxon's Master by Ambrose Bierce. And there is like some text on each page, telling the scene that it is in the book. The next page here is from The Willows by Algernon Blackwood. I've not read that either. And here we have The White Wolf of Castoption by Sir Gilbert Campbell. I've not read that or even heard of it, but it looks pretty good. She looks pretty good. I am hungry, she murmured. Oh, so hungry, but now, Paul Sergevich, your heart is mine. Love it, love it, love it. Here we have The Black Reaper by Bernard Capes. And The Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Coleridge. I have read that before. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. Skipped a page here. This is from J. Habbocks Jepson's Statement by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. I have not heard of that story. But this is supposed to be the Marie Celeste, which is the ghost ship. And here we have The Woman with a Candle by W. Bourne Cook. That looks pretty good too. This is from The Doll's Ghost by F. Marion Crawford. And here we have Number One Branch Line from The Signalman by Dickens. That I'm interested in coloring that one, but I'm nervous about the translucency of the ghost, I I just don't know if I could pull that off. I know I've seen people that color translucent clothing and ghostly images and stuff, and they do a beautiful job, but I'm just worried I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, that page stuck together here. I don't know why. So this one is from The Mystic's Spell by Dick Donovan. I think that guy looks like Christopher Walken. And here we have The Shadows on the Wall by Mary E. Wilkins Freeman. I don't know what I got in here that's making the pages stick together. The Gray Champion by Hawthorne. I have read some Hawthorne, but not that one. And the next one is The Gateway of the Monster by William Hope Hodgson. I just think some of these images look like they're going to be really cool. Here is A Tropical Horror from William Hope Hodgson. Hodgson. Some kind of creature here. And then this one is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving, and I'm about to color this one. So I have treated it already with my golden satin glazing liquid. I treated the entire page, so I can use my, I don't know if I'm going to use Inktense or Neocolor 2s. I want to use Inktense. I'm still a little bit afraid that it might bleed through, but I used 4 coats, so I don't think it will. But I think this page would look really cool with some Inktense. So yeah, I already treated it. I'm going to get started on that later tonight, I think. I did it last night. I coated it with my satin glazing liquid last night and let it dry overnight really good and thoroughly. So, and so you can tell that on this page it caused just a little bit of buckling, but not bad. And this is from Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, which is what, The Fly is based upon. And here we have The Mark of the Beast by Rudyard Kipling. And then this is a 2-page spread. And this is from Lovecraft's The Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu. I'm not sure how you say it. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I think this would be very cool done with some Inktense or Neocolor 2s. And there's all this open space, that I wouldn't want to mess up. But it looks pretty good. So I haven't read much Lovecraft. Lovecraft is kind of not my thing, but a lot of people really appreciate his horror. They say he was a raging racist. I don't know that much about him, but I have heard that before. The Strange Story of Northaven Priory by Frank Frankfurt Moore. That's kind of a cool image. I don't know the story, but and then this one, Ligeia from Edgar Allan Poe, and I have read Ligeia. Pretty cool. And her shroud. And this, The Pit and the Pendulum by Poe, which is one of my favorites. I love that movie too with Vincent Price. I watch it every Halloween time. It's one of my favorite Vincent Price movies. I love all those Vincent Price movies that are based on Poe, but that one is probably my favorite. I just really love it. It's beautiful. The movie itself, the costumes and the sets are gorgeous. I love them. And here we have The Raven, also by Poe. This is The Magic Island by William Seabrook. Again, really cool imagery with the zombies and this voodoo zombie lady, whatever she is. And here we have The Spirit of the Fjord by John C. Shannon. The dangerous beauty of a Circe, the witching countenance of a siren. And this one is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Really cool. That one would be really cool to do too. And this one is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. I just bought that not long ago because I wanted to read it soon. This one is Bram Stoker's Dracula, which I have read before. Really fun. And this is The Lair of the White Worm by Bram Stoker. And I've never read this. So this was, I started to color this when shortly, I don't know, I had the book for probably a good year, maybe longer, and I started coloring it. And then I was new to coloring, and I didn't know a lot about shading or things like that. And I was using Prismacolor, so of course, there's a lot of white in here where the pencils, Prismas are really soft on this rough paper and everything like that. And then I didn't know how to do the background and the brick and all that kind of stuff, so I just gave up on it. But I'm going to finish it. I'm going to do the Sleepy Hollow page, and then I'm going to finish this page also. Go back and kind of tweak it a little bit and see what I can do with it. Add some gel pen, and I didn't treat it with anything because this was a long time ago. But the back page is just the references that the illustrations are based on, so it doesn't matter if I have bleed through on that. But yeah, I think it'll be nice to try to kind of tweak that up a little bit and see if I can jazz her up a little bit more. Regardless, I'm still going to finish it though, because I don't want to have it on. I don't like unfinished. I do have some unfinished books or pages, you know what I mean, but I prefer to finish everything. So alright, you guys, that is it. That is Great Scenes from Horror Stories. It is a Dover coloring book. It's $4. Really inexpensive, and if you're into horror, even if you're not familiar with all the stories, because I'm not familiar with all of them, it still is some pretty good imagery in some of them. So I will put a link to where you can purchase this book on Amazon. And just remember, I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if you do use the link to purchase, I'll receive a few cents for that. But you are by no means obligated, of course. And question or comment below if you have anything to say about this book, if it's up your alley or no, or if you've read any of the scenes and I butchered the names, I apologize. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.